What up, Gooder Gang? Points chases are winding down. Summer rampant, really hot right now. We'll get to that tonight here on the show. First, we got to do that 3-minute countdown. Ty, let's go.
I'm Chris Davis with Cross Rifles Barbecue, and you're watching the So Smoking Gooder Show. We need to go.
Somebody go buy corn.
I'll go buy another bite.
I'm Josh Hale, the corn dog. Hi, Josh Day.
Hey, this is Josh Hale with Sure Shot Barbecue, and you're watching the So Smoking Gooder Show, the Corn Dog King.
Well, hello there. I'm Dennis Butterworth with Warpig Barbecue, but you can call me Butter, and you're listening and watching the So Smoking Gooder Show with Rob Arocha.
That was me. That was my fault, Ty. What is up, Gooder Gang? How is everybody doing? You guys know what time it is. It's a little after 8 o'clock on a Wednesday, November the 8th, 2023. It's crazy how close we are to the end of the year. Shout out to our veterans in the promo spots right there. We had Chris Davis with Cross Rifles Barbecue. We had the Corn Dog King, Josh Hale with Sure Shot Barbecue. And, of course, we had no longer the VP. He's the Prez, Dennis Butterworth with Warpig Barbecue. I know he was doing a big presentation earlier today for HEB. I hope that all went well. I think it did from the comments that I saw earlier. All right. Well, welcome to the show, everybody. You're watching the So Smoking Gooder Show. My name is Rob Arocha. I am your host, and I'm coming to you from the Bullhorn worldwide headquarters here in Cypress, Texas. Damn glad you have found us. However, you're checking us out. I see a lot of you guys. The first ones in were on YouTube. A lot more checking in from Facebook. And there's probably two or three. Is this too loud? Sounds loud in my ear. 2 or 3 checking in from Twitch. I appreciate it. Always. However you're finding it. I've always said it. The Gooder Gang is the best part of this show, and I truly mean that. You guys are awesome. Guys and gals, I appreciate that. We already got 51,000 people watching right now, and I appreciate that. Again, we are in my favorite part of the year. I said that last week on the show. It is my favorite part of the year. We got football now. Baseball is done. My jinx attempt last week did not play out. Congratulations to the 2023 World Champion Texas Rangers. I know we got a lot of you guys that are fans in the comments, so congratulations to you guys. I am still repping my boys. Always a Stros fan. Have been that way since birth, or as soon as I can know how to throw a baseball. Anyway, shout out to the Texas Rangers. Congratulations. Cooler weather is upon us. Football is now. Did you guys see any of the football action from this past weekend? It was a lot of fun. A lot of good football games. Shout out to C.J. Stroud, the probable rookie of the year for the Houston Texans. He threw for a NFL record 470 yards, 5 touchdowns, no interceptions. The kid is the real deal. I know this is not a sports show, but this is an all-encompassing show. Sports and barbecue go hand in hand. So I'm going to talk about all of it. What else did we have going on this past weekend? Well, that's about it. But lots going on coming up now. We've talked about the points chases. We're going to really focus on that tonight. The KCBS season ended last weekend. Shout out to Jordan Kirkpatrick, So Smoking Gooder Show alum. He snuck in there at the very end. He needed a GC to win, and not Brad Leininger with getting bases, also a So Smoking Gooder Show alum, and he did it. He won a GC and then an RGC. I talked about that last week. He leapfrogged him going into the last week. There's going to be maybe something that kind of could happen, could play out that way in the CBA points chase, which ends in 3 weeks. It's going to end on November 30th. So there's 3 more weekends of action. There's probably 10 contests wherever you decide to go. This weekend, I will be at the Camp Hope contest in Hempstead. That's a Veterans Forward event. That's going to be Camp Hope. I'm excited to do that. I know they've got 50 plus teams that are going to be arriving out at Camp Hope. We've got, we'll talk about all of these events in the upcoming event segment, but there's lots to play around right now. There's a lot of jockeying for positions right now. We're going to go over all of that a little later in the show. But before we get to the show, I got to bring on my man, my boy, the guy that runs this in the background, Mr. Producer Ty Cobb. Here he is right here. Come on in, Ty. I don't want to double dip here. What's up, Ty? How are you, bro?
What's up, Rob? How you doing?
Happy Veterans Day. It's coming up real quick, man. And Ty, as we all know, is a veteran. I have the boot right back there. I love it. It is my favorite trophy that I've ever won. And it's even more special that it's your boot, my man.
Yeah, I love that you have it. I love seeing those around. I love the comments I get that people telling me they have my boots. So we'll keep that tradition going for sure.
Well, Veterans Day is special for everybody across the country, but I'm sure for veterans, it's even more so. I don't want to put you on a spotlight to talk about it, but if you do want to say a few words about what's coming up this weekend, there's a lot of contests that are Veterans Forward, this weekend being Veterans Day weekend.
Yeah, I mean, I've been involved with the Cooking for Courage for a few years, so I know some of those people with the Texas United for Freedom. They support veterans a lot. I know they did a lot of good stuff when I worked for the Lone Survivor Foundation. But I mean, always think a veteran, thank them for everything that we go through. Everyone kind of gets to see the lens of what's going on, the 2 wars that are going on overseas. So everybody gets to see now from, kind of how that is, it's tough, but veterans are very resilient, and they definitely deserve this weekend for all the things that they've done since, the Revolutionary War. So Thank you, all the veterans, and that's why we had the veteran-centric opening with
Yes.
Dennis, Josh, and Chris. Thank you all for your service very much.
And Butter. Oh, you said it, Dennis with Josh and Chris. Yes, absolutely.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
I'm
I
sure.
call him Dennis. I can't call him Sergeant Butters.
I was like, who the hell is
I'm
Dennis?
going to say Butters, and I know he doesn't like that, so I just say, I say Dennis.
He definitely does not
Right.
like that. Well, thank you for your service, and I will tell you that every time I see you, man, and it's awesome that what you guys are doing on your Triple Vets podcast. So that's pretty cool. If you
Triple
guys have
Threat
not-
Vets podcast. Thursday today.
Triple Threat Vet. There he goes. There's another
Right.
word in there. If you guys have not checked that out, check that out, Todd. I mean, Ty is doing his thing back there to you're kind of pushing that from the behind, but you're right there in front with everybody as well.
Yeah, I mean, I like doing the producing. I like being in the background a little bit. I have a lot of great ideas, but there's a lot of times when I don't like talking to people just because of the things I've been through. So I got a lot of great ideas. I love people, but sometimes I just don't want to talk. So that's why kind of Matt and the other guys kind of handle the stuff out front. But yeah, same as in the barbecue world. I'm kind of in the background all the time, but if you want to ask me a question, trust me, I can talk all day.
All right. Well, thank you very much, Ty. We'll bring you on anytime you want to chime in. I love it when you pop in, man, and do your thing as well. So that's what's going on. We're going to be talking, like I said, we're going to be talking about points chases, specifically the CBA points chase, because there's a lot of people that watch this show that are involved in that deal. So we'll be touching on that. But in the bottom of the hour, we're going to bring on Jonathan Maurer. He is the promoter of the world famous Chupacabra Throwdown. You guys know about the Chupacabra Throwdown. Shout out to Alton Paris and his lovely wife Jocelyn. They do amazing work with rubs and all kinds of things. Now we'll get with Jonathan what they're all involved in, but snacks and I love seeing Chupacabra at HEB along with Dennis's product out there, so you can find that there. But they also run one of the most fun events that I participate yearly in, and that's the Chupacabra Throwdown. The venue is changing from Hondo, Texas. This year it's moving to Eagle Pass, Texas. And so we'll talk to Jonathan about what all they have to offer and maybe what some changes are happening and maybe what we can expect being now in Eagle Pass. 60K. I love you guys, man. Thank you so much for supporting this, the Gooder Gang. Well, last week I kind of teased that we are going to have, we'll get to that in just a minute, because I want to give a shout out to the Gooder Gang right now, the people that are watching right now and support this show. First in, we got a new one. Johnny Maggs checking in all the way from New England. Johnny Maggs, what's up, Gooder Gang? How are you, Johnny? Daddy Dutch in the house, always in. Albert's Trey's Barbecue. What's up, man? Cesar Mejia. What a great guest he was. I will touch on that a little later. Thank you. Christian Contreras checking in. What's up, buddy? Hope you're doing well. Steve Thrasher, Sean Trainer. We got Quattro D Drums and Barbecue, Bobby Delgado, Kevin Hernandez. My pits are burning. KW. What's up, Kevin Wise? How are you? Brandon Perriman. What is going on? That's always forward. Uwe Braun. My favorite German cook. 3 more cook-offs. Let's go and get it wrapped up. Yes, good luck to everybody. Jared McCrory, Barefoot Cookers. Serge is it Gracia? Gracita. There you go. All right. So Smoking Gooder Show, best time of the week. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. Taz checking in from Twitch. My boy, what is going on? JJ Rodriguez, Alton Perez, you're late. I'm not late. We started right on time, sir. And thanks for you to staying up this late, my man. You know, the sun went down at 5 p.m. and Alton, my man, is still awake right now. Randall Johnson, Ocala Q, what is going on? Roddy Trevino, what is up, folks? How are you? ZZ Top Fan, I love it. I don't know who that is, but I love that he's always watching from YouTube. We got Eddie Medrano from Texas Barbecue Depot. Louis Gonzalez, what is up, man? Eric Riojas, what's up? Hector Stinega, what is up? So Smoking Gooder Show. Chuck and Vanessa, always checking in. I appreciate Ashley. Hello, Ashley. How are you? We got Carly checking in. What's up, Carly? Carly has a new line of rubs out right now. I think her parents sent that in. Not the rub, but a picture of it. We have to check that out. Ricardo, what is going on? Brandon again. Trent Litchka, Chris Goodman, go Rangers. Hey, shout out to the Rangers. There it is. Rangers for life. There she is. Albert Valdez, Stephen Peacock, Curtis McBlain. He is Mullet Shakers, one half of Mullet Shakers. Are you the better half? I don't know. Anthony Katea. Let's see who was. Mikey Ramirez. Got your 6. What's up, Got your 6? Buzz Barbecue. Who else? We got Candy Free Baines. What's up? Thank you to all veterans from the bottom of my heart for being the heroes that keep us safe each and every day. For those don't remember, Candy runs a lot of events over at the Tomball VFW drink. If you've never cooked Eagle Pass, says Roddy, you're
What up,
missing
Candy?
that.
Thank you.
There's Ty. Jackie Milligan, she is Team Chupacabra. I knew she'd be on tonight. Highlight of my day is tuning in. What's up, Jackie? That's a big compliment, Miss Jackie. Thank you, Manuel Moreno, Mark Suarez. There's Jocelyn. I just said hello from Bandera, Texas. If you guys have not checked out their meat market, my goodness, it is a old school meat market. You walk in there, and they got all the seasonings, all their snacks, and all kinds of different things in there. And then, of course, you walk in the back, and they've got all their beautiful meats ready for you to purchase. Carl Davis, what is up? Peter at I got to say this right. Armendariz. He is at the World Food Championships in the house. What is up? Good luck, my man. Good luck to you. Bring that trophy home. Who else we got here? All right, I think we're getting towards the end. Robert Liao, what is up? Gooder Gang, I appreciate that. David Cano and T Squared. How's everybody doing tonight? All right, that is the rundown, the roll call of the Gooder Gang. Thank you guys. Again, you guys are truly the best part of this show. Thank you very much. 62,000 of you guys are watching right now. All right, so I did tease. Actually, Ty, let's play a little sponsor spot before we get rolling, completely rolling on this thing, please. Oh. Shout out to the supportive and outstanding sponsors. Rectag, Smokin' Magic, Cosmos Q Products, K&R Pipeline Services, Race Crew Drum Smokers, Barbecue 321 Podcast, Texas Oil Dust, LC Barbecue, Pinkerton Texas Pit Barbecue, Briscoe Ranch Cook-Off at the Crossroads, War Pig Barbecue, Texas Chrome Heroes Foundation, Chicken Fried Barbecue Grind, Navy SEAL Danny Dietz Memorial Classic, Bull Printing Wraps and Graphics, Texas Original Charcoal Products, Got Your Six Culture, We Branded Promotions, and the Barbecue Store in Hempstead. Thank you for supporting the So Smokin' Gooder Show. Absolutely. Thank you very much for supporting the So Smokin' Gooder Show. Ty will be putting all of these great sponsors down in the corner as we talk throughout the rest of the show. And I appreciate each and one of you guys supporting this show. We cannot do this without you. Thank you very much. There's Texas Original Charcoal right now. I know Joey is at the World Food Championships in Dallas. So shout out to Texas Original Charcoal. He's a big supporter of us, and we are some big supporters of him. Shout out to Joey, man. He's been killing it since he introduced Texas Original Charcoal a little over a year ago now, and it's been awesome. It's been a great ride so far. All right. Last week I teased that I want to do what's going on with my camera here. I want to do a Christmas party. First annual So Smokin' Gooder Show. All right, I can't fix this thing. First annual So Smokin' Gooder Show Christmas party. You know, for those that are in my area, which is the Houston area, or anybody wants to come in for that, we're tentatively going to talk to Dustin Stanley and have it over at the barbecue store in Hempstead. And what that will allow is for people to come in and bring their trailers. If you want to come in and we do like a Christmas potluck, little gathering, have some fun, maybe get a DJ out there. The plans are in the works. And it's going to be December 16th, which is a Saturday, December 16th over in Hempstead near the Houston area. If you want to drive in for that, you can park your RVs and, it's like a cook-off without a cook-off, where we just hang out and just have some fun together and celebrate the year that we just had. So if you guys are interested in that, please just keep that on the calendar and put that on your calendar, please. And that's going to be December the 16th. So we got about 6 weeks to plan this thing. It's going to be a good time. Again, it's going to be tentatively talking to Dustin tomorrow to iron all this out. So I'm kind of jumping the gun, but I want to make sure you guys are able to put that on your calendar. So that's going to be December 16th next month over at the barbecue store in Hempstead. And if that changes, of course, I'll let you know. Other than that, we're going to do our 4th annual Rob's Rockin' Eve. If you guys don't want to go out and drive and get stupid on Christmas Eve, or excuse me, on New Year's Eve, then you can hang out with us. You know, we do like an online virtual hangout New Year's Eve party where we talk with people from all over the country. They come in, say a few things, you know, each one has about 10, 12 minutes or so, and then we bring on the next one. So if you're interested in doing that, we would love to have you on the show. And speaking of guests on the show, last order of business for me before we get Jonathan in is I want to put it to the Gooder Gang. If you guys want to see some new names, or if you know some people that are doing a great job and you know, whatever, if they're getting started, we'd love to talk to them too. But whatever it is, if you guys have any names that you want to have on this show, put them in the comments. Ty will star them and we'll write them down and we'll reach out to them, see if that is a fit, because we always love having new blood. Like last week, Cesar was a first timer on the show. It's always great to see people that are having some success, or not even, you know, just out there trying and doing this thing. And we love to talk to those people and bring them and showcase them and bring them a little shine, because this is, you know, you guys that are doing this, y'all know it's not every weekend you get a walk at stage, but sometimes just the effort is what we want to showcase. All right. So put them in there. We'll star them. And I'd love to see David Michael on the show. Can he talk? Will he actually talk to me, Rini? I mean, not that we're not friends, but he just doesn't talk a lot. He's hard to get stuff out of. Rainy Gonzalez, he's been on the show. There it is, Gonzalez Family Barbecue. All right. Speaking of my guest, Cesar, it was amazing. He was outstanding. It was great getting to know him. And that is smoking and toasting. How about Los Milagros? I know I saw Ashley in there. We get that whole crew in here. I love how they love to dress. What happened to your 2023 follow team? They kicked butt, man. They went above what I was wanting to do. And so maybe we'll do a 2024 follow team. I tried that in 22 and 23. Have yet to do that, but maybe 24 will be the year. We need somebody up and coming. We need somebody that's going to be competing throughout 2024. So if that is you, that's a good idea. Let's do that right now, Louis. If that is you are new to this game and you feel like you are going to be competing in 2024 more than, you know, the 10 qualifying events, let me know. Send me a comment. Send me a request, and we'd love to have you as a follow team for the So Smoking Gooder Show. We'll check in with you quarterly, see how you're doing, see some of your, you know, your big wins, your big, you know, not so wins, and we'll see how that goes. I think that'd be fun. I've always said that we want to do that, and Louis was going to be one, but Louis got good. Louis is sitting in 5th overall. We'll talk about that here after we get with our guest of the evening. All right. Anything else that I am missing? Ty, I think we're good at this point. Let's bring on the guest of the evening. This is Mr. Jonathan Maurer. He is from Eagle Pass, Texas, and he is the promoter of the world famous Chupacabra Throwdown. What's up, Jonathan? How are you, bub?
Buenas noches, Rob. How are you?
Well. I am well. You are not in Eagle Pass tonight, are you?
No, I'm not in Eagle Pass. I'm at my home in Conroe, so I'm probably 20 minutes from you down the road. But
yeah, not too far. Maybe you can make the Christmas party. I don't know if you're going to be in town that weekend, but
hey, we're down.
Love to have you for that.
Yes,
but all right, so Jonathan, how'd you get involved with barbecue? First off, I know I've seen you cooking as well as a competitor with us at some of these events. Talk about that real quick before we get knee deep into some Chupacabra talk.
Well, you know, I just grew up barbecuing, being with my dad. He did a lot of barbecue or fajita cook-offs there in Eagle Pass. So, and around Texas, he used to go to ones in Johnson City and all that. So that's where I got my love for barbecue, learning from him. I think at one point he probably had 12 barbecue pits sitting around the house.
Oh, wow.
So he had all that. So that's where it came from. And from there, just, you know, for me, barbecue is obviously a social thing and being with all our friends. I like being with my buds and doing stuff with them, and barbecue is that natural transition as to what we were doing. So we did a few cook-offs together with my buddies. We did it River Rats, which I was really just all I did was sit back and kind of pat them on the back and make sure they kept going, and did good in a couple cook-offs down in on the Frio. And then obviously later on I've done some cook-offs on my own, and you know, I've done all right. I'm no GCs or anything, but I enjoy doing it. I'm just there for the fun.
I love it. Well, maybe if you're gonna commit to 2024, maybe you can be the follow team. You got some fellow promoters in the house right now. Candy Free Baines, she actually won the first annual promoter of the year for her event over at the Tomball VFW. Wade Carpenter, we talk about Wade all the time. He is the promoter, amazing promoter over at the Briscoe Ranch Cook-Off at the Crossroad. That's coming up. Uvalde, 8th and 9th, real soon. That's the weekend after yours. Who else we got over here? All right, Sean Trainer, he says cut and shoot. Conroe in the house right there. There it is right there.
It's down the road.
That's just down the road. All right. Well, that's great. I love the fact that I think it doesn't always need to be, but it's always nice when you have a promoter that does have some experience in the cook side of things. You know, obviously Candy's a great one. I mean, she doesn't do too many, but she's been around it so much that she knows what's going on the cook side of things. But you've actually been there. You've been in the pits.
Yeah, no, I've been there, and whenever I started my first the first cook-off I promoted, which was used to be the Muy Grande, then had to change it to the Mas Grande because it just kept getting bigger. But anyways, at least that's the story I'm sticking to. But anyways, you know, I felt that being a cook and seeing what other people would say or other cooks would do, it means a lot at a cook-off. That's the same way with being with Wade. Shout out to Wade there in Uvalde. He's helped me whenever I was getting started with the stuff there in Eagle Pass. He really helped me out and guided me on a lot of stuff. So, I mean, learning from him, going and helping Candy out and doing stuff with her and seeing how she runs hers. I've cooked that cook-off before. She does a great job over there, and she loves it. I mean, that's the thing. You got to love what you're doing whenever you're promoting it. And sometimes people are just doing it, you know, they throw it in there, and you may have a car show and this show and all this, but you know, when you stick to the basics, you stick to the barbecue, you stick to having fun, I think it makes such a great event. So mine's a little different whenever we do it. We like to have some live music on Friday night, but it's a way to bring in the community and bring them out to see what we're doing.
I did not know that you had had some tutelage, right, with two of the best right there, Wade and Candy. That's pretty solid. So that is definitely a feather in your cap, having, you know, kind of getting kind of the bearings going on what to do at a contest with those two right there. Those two are a couple of the best out there to do promote barbecue events. We can't talk about the Chupacabra Throwdown without Alton and Jocelyn out there. How'd you get involved with those guys, and what special people they are? I know them personally. They're friends of mine, and they're friends of the show, and I've been to some events with them, and they're just great people.
Yeah, no, Alton and Jaws are great. I first got introduced to them through Roddy. Roddy reached out to me and said, hey, how would you feel helping Chupacabra out and getting the throwdown in Eagle Pass this year? And I said, hell, I'd love to do it, you know, and let me reach out to Eagle Pass. And of course, I told Eagle Pass about it, went to the city. Our contact there, Ade Castaño, she's been the one. She's head of, you know, the marketing. She's head of tourism, all that. So very instrumental in bringing us down there, helping us out with the hotel and room tax. But anyways, got to meet Alton and Jaws, they actually drove. They're coming back, I think, from Louisiana with Roddy and somebody else, and Jaime, I think. And they stopped off in Conroe, and we had breakfast and talked it over. And I mean, from then the friendship started, and we talk on a regular basis about this. And he's very much involved with everything in the cook-off. So I'm kind of he's the gringo and I'm the Weddle, but
Love it.
so but he has a passion for it like the rest of us do, and I just think it's a great thing and it's fun. It humbles me that he would even consider letting me do this for him.
Mm-hmm.
And running with the Chupacabra name on it, and he's going to be involved in it for a lot of years to come. But I'm glad we're finding a home for him there in Eagle Pass, and Eagle Pass is laying out the red carpet. We're going through the beneficiary for this is going to be Eagle Pass Heroes, which I know through CBA. Whenever we did the first CBA end of year event there in Eagle Pass, that's something very close to our heart, and the fact that they're willing to help with that makes a big difference.
Well, I was going to touch on that. So this isn't your first time to do an event, obviously, but this is not the first time that I'm familiar with you guys. I did cook the first ever CBA World Championship that was held in Eagle Pass, Texas. Yeah. You were instrumental in basically running that for us and providing us a home for that first event. But for those that have never been to Eagle Pass, what can they expect out there, and what kind of venue do we have? People that, there's a lot of people. I think we had 70, maybe 90 teams last year at the Chupacabra Throwdown in Hondo. To Eagle Pass is probably another, hour and a half? I'm not even 100% sure. But there's a little more of a drive involved to go to Eagle Pass and talk about the venue and what Eagle Pass has to offer for people who've never been there.
Well, so first off with Eagle Pass, it's about 2.5 hours, depending on how fast you drive, southwest of San Antonio. So, whenever it comes down to it, it's probably about another 45 minutes past Uvalde. So if you're used to cooking Uvalde, if you say that Eagle Pass is too far to go, you're full of it if you're driving to or West Texas or anywhere like that. So I won't take that as an excuse not to come down there. But Eagle Pass, it's over the last few months, we've been on the news a lot, and not in a positive way. But I can reassure everybody that if you're coming to Eagle Pass, you're going to be in the safest environment. Number one, Eagle Pass is going to lay out the red carpet for everybody. They're welcoming, and you've experienced this. Roddy has experienced it. They're opening us up with, open arms to come down there.
Yes, they did. Last time we were there, they had the whole city council was out there.
Yeah, and it's going to be the same way this time. Friday night, we're going to have a welcoming dinner with sponsored by Brown of Eagle Pass. So they've always been a sponsor for our cook-offs, always been great. So he's going to be doing that. And then Saturday, after the cook-off, I believe Choche from Choche's Barbecue or CSM Cookers, he's going to be having an after party for it. So, we're going to have good opening arms down there with those groups. A lot of stuff in Eagle Pass too. It's growing. The Kickapoo Lucky Eagle Casinos down there. That's going to be, I'm supposed to have that posted here in the next few days as far as rooms and stuff with them. The facility, this is a different facility than we were at the World Championship a couple years ago. It is a Patsy Wynn Sports Complex, which is pretty much a brand new sports complex in Eagle Pass. It's about 1.5 2 years old, all paved, down at the bottom of the hill, so we won't have the wind like we've had before. So it'll be a good time. But yeah, like I said, Eagle Pass, they are ready for everybody. They are laying out the red carpet. Don't believe everything you see on the media. I've been down, my family's still down there. Everything's good to go, and we're ready to have everybody. So it's going to be a fun time. Like I said, Friday night we're going to have the dinner with Brown of Eagle Pass and have some live music for everybody and all that good stuff. So we're excited about it.
Awesome. And not only that, I have a question here. Must eats in Eagle Pass, because there's some great food down there. But like you mentioned about, hey, there's some negative publicity about what's going on right now. Last time I was there was a huge presence of DPS troopers. I don't know what was going on then. I don't know if that's still the case right now, but it was 100%. It was 100% safe.
No, they're still. Our governor does still have them down there. So, which, I mean, they're part of Operation Lone Star.
Mm-hmm.
But like I said, they're there to keep everybody safe. And everything's good down there. Like you have no problem going anywhere in Eagle Pass.
Yeah.
So, I mean, I'm, like I said, all my family's down there. So if they're still down there, I figure it's still pretty good. So they won't come to Houston stay, but I mean they'll stay on the border. So, but getting back to Eats and Eagle Pass. So, as of right now, there's two people that have been mentioned in the Texas Monthly Barbecue list. So one of them is Chulches. He was mentioned in the list last year. Excuse me. Another group that has been in there now is Wagon Wheel Smokehouse. That's Paco Carmona. He and his family, his mother Selena Buenteo and her father Hugo, they started the Wagon Wheel about 20 years ago in serving barbecue. And they've just gotten, during the pandemic, he came in and started running things, and it's become a big deal. And they have their chicken fried steak has become pretty famous. So they have a chicken fried steak about that big that they serve to everybody. So it's really good. And the other place, World Fit, Sarah just popped it up there, San Miguel's. That's one of the most popular restaurants in Eagle Pass. Very traditional Mexican food there. There is tons of other places, like multiple ones to mention. Sweet Tweets Bakery downtown does an awesome job. You want to get some quality meats and sausages, there is Casino Grocery. They have always been a sponsor of our event, so that's another one to go to. Eagle Pass Grocery has some cool stuff downtown as well. One of the places that, I'm sorry, my Siri went after me. But another great place downtown is Cooter's Pub. World famous wings and pizza. So that's another great place. And I could sit here and name everything down there. Any taco, there's wonderful street tacos on every corner. Tacayo's Tacos, Brothers Tacos, everybody around town. So, I mean, a lot of good eats.
Awesome. Well, let's talk about the event itself. You kind of touched on it right now, but here we go. Here's one of the flyers out there. Let the countdown begin. Yeah. The 9th annual. This is the 9th annual. And for those that have never met Alton, that is a perfect illustration of Alton Paris. I love it. And the little Chupa dog out there. Yeah. All right. So we got Friday and Saturday, December 1st and 2nd at the Patsy Wynn Sports Complex. It's a sports complex this time. What is that? What is that?
Well, what can we expect there? The Wynns were a very big family in Eagle Pass. Mr. Wynn came down there, I guess probably almost 50, 60 years ago, and bought a ranch. He was a big oil guy. And anyways, where the sports complex is, that's where part of their ranch was.
Roddy says they have a Long John Silver's too.
Long John Silver's. Hey, there's still Long John Silver's there, man. People love it.
Roddy is one of those people, those few people that are keeping that place in business. I am one as well. If I see one, I gotta have one.
While we're on the subject though of fried foods, and I forgot to mention, I don't know why I forgot it. Roadie's fried chicken in Eagle Pass, their gizzards are world famous. So
okay, all right.
people can gawk at them or whatever, but those will put hair on your chest. They're so good. But anyways, yeah. So the Winds donated the property and to the city. They have several baseball fields, soccer fields, a football field, all of it for use by the city. So it's a great facility, has paved and lighted parking throughout. So it's a good spot.
Awesome. All right. So we $250 the entry fee and 25,000 is based on 100 teams.
Yes.
We came close last year for that. Maybe we hit it. I don't remember. If somebody remembers what the total team count was as well for that for last year. But that's a great payout, regardless of where we're at right now. I think if you want to reveal where we're at right now, we still have 3 weeks out right now. We're sitting at where do you think we're sitting at right now?
We're a little over 30 teams right now.
Okay.
I know things have been slow to roll in, but we are right now, and we talked about it already. We are guaranteeing $12,500. So
Okay.
that is our guaranteed, no matter whether 30 teams show up or 40 teams show up or 50 teams. Once we hit the 50 team mark, it's going to start going up.
Love it.
So, but we are guaranteeing the 12.5 just to make sure everybody's happy. Yeah, that's the sports complex right there. So the city really knocked it out of the park there.
Ty just freaked me out. I was like, what the heck is going on? Because that's coming from him, not me. I was like, what am I sharing right
That
now?
did look kind of weird when it came on screen. I was like, holy shit.
I look like clovers or something out there. So yeah, so that's great. So 12.5 right now, guaranteed, regardless of what the number is. And then after 50 plus teams, and we're definitely going to hit that number for sure. And then that's why we're doing this right now, to get you on there and talk about this event, because Alton and his whole crew, and I know that you also provide a phenomenal crew out there. It's just, if you've never been to the Chupacabra Throwdown, there's bands, there's food, it's just a great camaraderie, and it's just a great event. It's one of my favorite ones of the year to do, and I'm excited to be back out there in Eagle Pass, man. This is my first time back to Eagle Pass since 21, I think it was, and I'm excited to get back out there.
Well, they've missed you.
Oh, I hope so, man. I went to a place with some menudo that was just phenomenal. I got to get my kid back there.
Yeah, that's one of our reps too. Piedras Negras Tortilla Factory. So they have world famous menudo, barbacoa, stuff like that on the weekends.
All right.
They've also become famous too because during the release of Barbie, they put out hot pink corn tortillas. So,
all right, we got some new gooder gangers. What's up, James Dodson checking in? Dirk Mullins, what's up? Awesome. Well, let's think here. What else do we have? I am kind of jumping the gun here, but again, this is 45 minutes away from Uvalde, depending on how fast you drive, right? That's what you said earlier. There is a possibility maybe we can get some teams out there that can maybe promote or persuade a group to house a place for a week that we can drop our trailers, so you don't have to haul your trailers back to wherever you're driving from. Because I would love to drop my trailer somewhere in the Uvalde area that we could maybe we're working on that right now. But maybe drop your trailer, that way you don't have to haul your trailer all the way back from that area if you're going to go back the next weekend, because the next weekend is the Briscoe Ranch Cook-Off at the Crossroads in Uvalde, Texas. Last year we had 150 teams out there in Uvalde. So I would highly encourage everybody to go out to Eagle Pass for the Chupacabra Throwdown, drive into Uvalde, and if there's a possibility, maybe we can drop trailers out there at somewhere and pay a weekly fee, possibly, and then you go out there and drive back out there for Uvalde. That'll save you on some fuel, save you on a lot of wear and tear. So let's make that happen. Hopefully we can make that happen.
Yeah, and I think that's definitely a possibility, and that's what I've been telling people too. Is hey, we'll make it easy for you. You don't have to haul your stuff back and forth. Just me and Wade will find somebody and somewhere near you Valley you can park your stuff at. And
I would love that if you
know,
guys can
ready for the
find a
next
way to
week.
do that. I know Wade's watching, and he's a big supporter of you right now. And he told me, he said, "Hang on, I'm asking right now." So I'm kind of jumping the gun, but I know if Wade's on it, there's a good possibility that we will have a venue that maybe we can drop our trailers after your event, so that we can just drive home to wherever we're driving home is, and then go back out there the next weekend to Uvalde, because both of those events are on my calendar, and they should be on everybody's calendar. It's both of you guys, Alton and Jocelyn and the crew, especially with now you being the promoter back there, that we know it's going to be a great event. We already know what Wade does, being featured on the Food Network. So it's going to be a great couple of weekends in cooking. And that's what kicks off the CBA season right there. We got your event, and then the following weekend, Uvalde. And both of those are big time events, big time attended events. So you do well out there, it kicks off your people that are chasing points, it kicks off your point season for sure.
Oh yeah, no, it's going to be a good one. And like I said, there's no reason to miss it. You need to be down there and come down and just enjoy it. I mean, everything. I tell people coming down to Eagle Pass, it's kind of like beach time, but we're on border time over there. And ain't gonna lie, if you drink the water, you may never leave. But it's a good time. The cook-off's going to be a great time. Like I said, Friday night. It's going to be fun. As Roddy and Fred would describe it, they say it's an old school type cook-off, and that's the vibe we give, is the old school. Just enjoying it, having a good time visiting, and all that. We are throwing in some jackpots again this year for Friday night.
All right, let's talk about that.
Yeah, since we are back on the border, we're going to try to concentrate on border style food. So we're going to throw the mollejas out there again, the sweetbreads. Last time when we had them for CBA, we had a bunch of very good entries. So I think we'll expect that again this year. And the other thing we're going to throw in there, which is a big drink down in Eagle Pass on the border, is the michelada. Nice. So yeah, I think that's going to be a good deal. Those are going to be $25 entry fees, pay out to first place. But
I'll sign up to be a judge on both of those.
There you go. Yeah, and like I said, last time the entries for them were phenomenal. So I think one of the best entries we got was from our friends from the Dirty Underwear gang.
Really?
Yeah, I think they were like top 3 out of them on it. Like it was a surprise.
Ashley has a question. No beans?
We are not doing beans this year, just because on Saturday we are concentrating on the main meats, the 4 meats. It's what we've always done, or I say we, but under Chupacabra, it's always been kind of concentrating on the main meats on Saturday.
Well, I'll throw this out. I would love for y'all to maybe add that, because there's got to be some great damn bean cooks out there for sure.
Well, maybe we will. I tell you what, if you do a poll and we get enough people wanting beans, then I guess we'll
if y'all want to see beans, 11 a.m. turn in for beans. If you're in for that, put it in the comments. We'd love. I'm in. I'm down for that, because especially if Smoking and Toasting's out there. They our guest from last week. But speaking of Wade Carpenter, he chimed in. And I'm going to put those right there in the comments right now. Wade Carpenter, he said, contact Uvalde County Fairplex, which is where the event is being held that following weekend. The office, they will provide a special rate, maybe a weekly rate, where you can drop the trailer there. And that way you don't have to drive that whole way. That'll save you in fuel. That alone will probably pay for the rate, whatever it is. So go ahead and contact the Uvalde County Fairplex if you plan on doing both. That way you can drop your trailer there, and it's a safe complex. It's completely safe, and drop your trailer there, and then the next week you can pick it. You just drive in and your trailer's good to go. Love it.
It's a great place. I have done the Uvalde cook-off a couple times, and Wade puts on a great event. People in Uvalde, the cattle women there, I mean, just the way they handle it all is great. And,
People are speaking, Jonathan. I think they want beans out there. 11 a.m. bean turn in is fine. We're used to that out there.
There you go.
So,
all right. Well, then, I mean, I think if we're getting them there, then let's throw in beans for Saturday morning.
All right.
That's a good hangover cure, anyways.
It's great. And I'm sure some of the teams down there will rock out some bean entries for sure.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, we've had some great ones over the years. So,
all right. So hashtag Saturday morning beans, ties on it right now. There it is right there. Well, awesome. Well, before we get you on to the next, because I think you want to stick around for some Rate My Box, I hope.
Yes, sir.
And I actually, we'll talk about Mount Rushmore of barbecue. You've seen the show. We talk about Mount Rushmore's people that maybe have inspired you, have helped you along the way, that just people you look up to. And as a promoter, I'm kind of excited to see who your Mount Rushmore is. You kind of maybe mentioned some names on there. I don't know if that's going to be the people that you want to put on your Mount Rushmore, which is of 4 people. And if you want to put a 5th in there, we always put them in the gift shop down below for the at the Mount Rushmore. And then a barbecue homie, man, somebody that you got to be around. You got to, just your boys or your girls, whoever it is that that'll help you along the way, or that just supports you, man. Barbecue homie. But we're going to take a quick break, and we're going to go over the Bull Printing Wraps and Graphics wrap-up recap, and we'll do that. And then after that, I'm going to get into the CBA points chase because it is tight right now. There's a lot of jockeying going on with 3 weeks left, and we're going to talk about that. But I'm going to drop you down, Jonathan, and then we're going to, Ty and I will rock out the upcoming event segment and the Bull Printing Wraps and Graphics wrap-up recap, and then we'll get going. All right. Let me pull that up, Ty. I got that. Let's stop sharing that. Slides. Here we go. All right. Just talked about it. Briscoe Ranch Cook-Off at the Crossroads coming up December 8th and 9th in Uvalde, Texas at the Uvalde County Fairplex. We've got, that's going to be following the one we just talked about there, Chupacabra Throwdown. All right. In the Champions Barbecue Alliance this weekend, we got the Association of the U.S. Army Central Texas. That's going to be in Killeen, Texas. That is a state championship. We got the Reunion Roundup Barbecue Cook-Off in Texas City, Texas. And we got the 12th Annual Camp Hope Cook-Off, Hempstead, Texas. That's where I will be. That is also a state championship. And over in Poteet, the Strawberry City Smoke Fest. All right, over in the IBCA, we've got Cooking for Courage in Magnolia, Texas. That is also a state championship. We got Harlingen's Bravest Cook-Off in Harlingen, Texas. And in Pearland, in our neck of the woods, we got the VFW, both of those. We got Magnolia and Pearland. Pearland VFW Post 7109 Veterans Day Cook-Off in Pearland, Texas, also a state championship. And over in the Lone Star Barbecue Society, we got the Fall Festival Barbecue Cook-Off in Ballinger. Nothing over in Outlaw, and KCBS is just getting kind of rolling with their next deal. Okie dokie. Let's get on to the Bull Printing Wraps and Graphics wrap-up recap. I'm going to remove that one. I'm going to just pull that off the studio there, and we're going to bring up the Bull Printing Wraps and Graphics wrap-up recap. Sponsored by my good friends Cheeto and Mary over at Bull Printing Wraps and Graphics. It's where you can find all your banners, wraps, signage, whatever you need. Over to the Champions Barbecue Alliance, we only had one event last weekend, the Hunters Roundup Barbecue Cook-Off. That was the grand champion was Corbin Stone. What is up, Corbin? Congratulations with Smoking Donkeys. And Jesus Vielma from Queso Barbecue Cookers. That was, where was that held? That was in, I don't know. Somebody tell me where that was held. I didn't go to that one, sorry. Over in the IBCA, they had 5 events. The 3rd Annual Grills and Wheels Memorial Cook-Off. Grand Champion Fidel Sanchez from Smoky Cattle. RGC Jerry Cabriales from King Smoke Daddy. Uvalde. It was in Uvalde. That's what I thought. Lots going on in that neck of the woods right now. Jason Day, benefit cook-off. Grand champion Blake Schendel from Alley Cats. RGC Matias Serrata from Pit Boss Smokers. Nathan Montez, Memorial Cook-Off. Grand champion Eric Torres from Uppercut Smokers. RGC Tommy Smith from Bent Nail Barbecue. And we have the Smoking Sounds Barbecue Cook-Off Grand champion Ira Green from Flying.
I'm Ira Green from Kingsbury, Texas with Flying G Barbecue. You're watching live on the Smoking Gooder Show. So Smoking Gooder Show. I fucked that all up. Ira Green with Flying G Barbecue from Kingsbury, Texas, watching live. Ira Green with Flying G Barbecue from Kingsbury, Texas, and you're watching the So Smoking Gooder Show.
That will forever be one of my favorite intros. Ira Green from Flying G Barbecue from Kingsbury, Texas. All right, RGC was Michael Sargent from Bubba Fats Barbecue, and we had the Wild Hog Barbecue Cook-Off. Grand champion John Watson, Southern Boys Barbecue. RGC Cole Bradford from B-Man's Barbecue. Nothing in LSBS last weekend, and we had one over in the Outlaw Barbecue Association. That was weak, Ty. Come on. Do it again, Ty. Much better. All right, North Texas Fair and Rodeo Barbecue Cook-Off. Grand champion Stephen Peacock from Mac Daddy Q, and the RGC was Jack Cashman from Cashman Q. All right, that was a misfire, Corby. That was definitely a misfire. Speaking of Corby sent me some secret stuff right here. It's even in a black bag, and he asked me earlier, and I forgot to reply to him. But no, I have not checked it out yet, but it is on my list to do. It's so secret. It's in a black bag. Thank you. Shout out to Corby with Doodle Q for sending me that out. All right, let's pull this down. Remove from studio. I'm going to get rid of that. And I saw Jocelyn's comment. Thank you from the bottom of our hearts for the coverage. Looking forward to our family reunion. You guys do a phenomenal job. We are all excited to go out to Eagle Pass and check it out. And check out the new venue, the new experience for the Chupacabra Throwdown. All right. There's Roy. What's up, Roy? How are you doing, bub? Good to see you, my man. Muy loco. That's his brand out there. Okay. Let's see here. We're going to talk about, Jonathan, you got just a couple minutes, man. I'm going to let you chill out for just a minute. But we're going to talk about the points chase going on in the CBA. We talked about KCBS. They just ended theirs. And Jordan Kirkpatrick, who was just on the show with Janky Leg Barbecue, had an opportunity. He needed a GC in one of the last two events to leapfrog. And not, of course, Brad also needed a GC to stay ahead. But what happened was Jordan did it. He hit a GC, and it was a double header. And then the next day he hit an RGC. So he solidified his standing right there. So shout out to Jordan Kirkpatrick with Janky Leg Barbecue and Brad Leininger from Getting Basted. Man, what an awesome race that came right down to the last weekend in the KCBS society or barbecue society. But we have the same thing kind of working on right now in the Champions Barbecue Association Alliance, Champion Barbecue Alliance. We have going on right now. We've got Kevin Hernandez with My Pits Are Burning. We're going to talk. Let's go over some categories right now. Let me pull this up real quick. We're going to share screen. Boom. All right. Sitting in chicken right now. This should be, this is chicken right now. We're going to go top 10. Kevin Hernandez with My Pits Are Burning, sitting in number 1 at $49.94, which is a pretty solid lead over Dustin and Julie Stanley with Twisted Flames at $47.42. We got our boy Chicken Fried Barbecue. You can't be called Chicken Fried Barbecue and not be in the top 3 in chicken. How about Bill Purvis sitting at $45.80? Myself, I'm currently sitting right behind Bill at $45.04. Texas Oil Dust, Aaron Leslie, $44.21. We got LC Barbecue, Mr. Phil Breeden at 42.37. The Dirty Underwear Gang. One of the coolest names in barbecue right there. Sean Larkin at 41.81. Chilling and Grilling, 38.74. DD Barbecue, that's our man Louie right there, 38.74. And Smoking and Toasting, our guest from last week, at 38.26. So, the top three right now, My Pits, Twisted Flames, Chicken Fried, they're all, well, actually, My Pits are burning. Kevin's got a pretty substantial lead going in with 3 weeks right there. He's probably going to win chicken. Twisted Flame sitting there. Bill and myself and Texas Oil Dust, Aaron, we're fighting, I think, for third. Maybe if we get lucky, we can hit a second place up there. All right, and ribs. How about Smoking and Toasting? 46.88. But look how close it is. Kevin, lurking right there. My Pits are burning at 46.72. Texas Oil Dust, 46.08. So the top three are within 80 points of each other. So just a big win will catapult that. That could change out there. LC Barbecue. Phil, I always say, always lurking. That boy could not get a top 10, but you know, whenever the overalls are coming on, that boy's going to be in the top 5 for sure. Phil Breeden, one of the hottest cooks in barbecue right now. Chicken Fried Barbecue sitting there at 44.56. First Class Barbecue, 44.08. Bullhorn Barbecue, 42.51. Sure Shot, 42.02. Smoking Los, look at Carlos right there sitting at 41.75. And DD Barbecue at 4,000 exactly. Congratulations to all of the top 10 right now. How about pork? All right, guys. Pork is something that I love. I am the 2-time champion, the only champion in CBA. I was a champion in 2021, champion in 2022, and just got my ass whooped all year in pork, so you will not see my name here. My pits are burning. No. We don't need no cheering because I'm getting my butt whooped. How about some jeers? Do we have some jeers in there, Ty Cobb? My pits are burning with 49.16. JC's Good Old Boys, 48.46. DD Barbecue, Louis, 43.81. Wow. That's a big, right there, 49.16, 48 to 43. Kevin, unless JC's Good Old Boys comes back to cook, it's looking like Kevin is going to run away with pork. So Kevin, what size are you? I may need to get you a pork shirt. All right, Loud and Heavy Barbecue. Congratulations. That's a new name. Good job. You 4th place, 43.58. Natural Born Grillers, 43.57. So look at this. 33rd place is that 3rd place buckle. So you get a buckle for top 3, right? So 3rd place buckle is up for grabs right there. DD Barbecue at 43.81. Loud and Heavy, 43.58. Natural Born Grillers, 43.57. Texas Oil Dust, 42.90. Twisted Flames, 42.62. LC Barbecue, 41.51. How about Stacy Brenneman having a hellacious year, 9th in pork at 41.36. And Josh Hale and Stacy Hale with Sure Shot Barbecue at 40.48. Congratulations to those pork top 10s. All right. Brisket. LC Barbecue hitting first right now at 54.06. Nobody is catching him. Kevin Hernandez at 46.41. Eric Rioja. Okay, there it is. Loud and Heavy. Eric Rioja. I thought he had a different team name. Did he change his team name? Oh, okay, there it is. There it is. He changed his team name. All right, Natural Born Grillers Cooking Team, 46.16. They could jump into second pretty easily. Texas Oil Dust, 45.51. He could jump into third pretty easily. Bar T Barbecue. How about Trent Litchker right there in brisket at 44.89. Chilling and Grilling, 44.49. Got a shot to get into that top 3 buckle. DD Barbecue. Can we give a shout out to Louis Gonzalez right there? Hell of a year, my man. Good job. 7th place, 42.89. Lonely Bones, Lonely Bones at 41.82. Smoking and Toasting at 41.13. And Bighorn at 41.10. That's the top 10. And then we're going to talk about the overall which could change. Here we go. We'll go 10th through first. 10th place right there. We got JC's Good Old Boys with 43.70. We got 9th place overall. Sure Shot Barbecue at 44.23. 8th place, Chillin' and Grillin', 44.41. Look at Robert Smith. Robert Smith, I don't know that he's been fully, I know he has not. He has not been fully cooking CBAs. He's been all over the country doing other things, but he's still sitting in 7th overall, which is pretty awesome. First Class Barbecue, 44.94. There he is right there. DD Barbecue, 6th placed overall at 45.91. 5th place, Chicken Fried Barbecue, Bill Purvis, 47.41. 4th place, Smoking and Toasting, 47.79. And then there's a 280 jump right here to Texas Old Dust, sitting in 3rd place. Aaron's been having a hell of a year, sitting in 3rd place at 50.17. And then here we go. Here's where it gets interesting right here. We got LC Barbecue, Phil Breeden at 43.24.5. And you got Kevin Hernandez sitting at 43.76.5. That's 51 points that separate the two teams right there. And we've got some big contests. Traders Village, I feel like Traders Village is going to be, if Phil or Kevin, if Phil wins Traders Village, he will leapfrog Kevin. Phil has to beat the field, though. So it's going to be interesting. I'm excited to see how it plays out. There are 3 weeks left in the CBA points chase standings. We got this weekend, and we got next weekend. And then the final win is going to be in Buffalo, I believe, is the only one going on. So if teams need to leapfrog in Buffalo, that's a fun one out there. I think Robert Smith is behind that one as well. There's a rodeo and everything last year. It was a good time. It was just a lot of fun. So I'm excited to see how this plays out. We've got 3 weeks left here in the CBA points standings. And then December 1st, we just talked about the Chupacabra Throwdown. That kicks off the new year. So lots going on over in the CBA right now. I know a lot of us aren't all CBA, but some of us that are watching are CBA. So lots going on right now. Congratulations to everybody that's in the running. And this is something maybe to strive for next year. If you're not there, like me, just go out there and compete. It takes 10 qualifying events. And then after you knock off those 10, and then maybe your 11th, 12th, whatever, you're trying to just compete against yourself to where you're knocking off your 10th finish. You're knocking off your 9th finish. And then that's how you get into the points chase. So we've talked about this before on the show. Shout out to everybody that's out there doing it. It's a grind. It's a lot of fun. It's a lot of work. It's a lot of everything, but it's a lot of fun. So ultimately, what we do here is do barbecue, and these people out here, you go out there and have fun and compete against your friends and your competitors, and you meet a lot of good people doing this thing. It's a good time. There's Chicken Fried Barbecue. Congrats to all the teams mentioned. It takes a lot of work and commitment. 100%. 100%. All right. Let's bring Jonathan back in here real quick. And let's remove that guy. There we go. Boom. Grab him in the brisket. What is up? You guys check it out. Grab him in the brisket, a Texas barbecue podcast. They're a lot of fun. They've been at the Royal. They were doing their thing at the Royal. So give them a follow if you haven't. Grab them in the brisket. You can find them on all your podcast formats. It's a great group of guys over there. All right. There's Kevin Hernandez right there. Good luck to everyone in the points chase. Let's get it. Yeah. Everybody turn their hats around or backwards, whatever your thing is, because go for it. I'll keep it backwards. I'm not. There it is right there. Oh, there's the grabbing the brisket music right there. See? We're prepared. All right. Jonathan, so you've heard us talk about the Mount Rushmore of barbecue, right? We want to showcase, want to highlight people who maybe have inspired you, helped you along the way. And I'm very excited to hear about who yours is, because you're not only a cook, you're a promoter and it can be all encompassing, right? It's not all about cooking. It's all about whatever barbecue means to you. So, again, there's 4 of them. You can put a 5th one down in the gift shop if you like. But let's hear it, man.
All right. Well, I mean, mine's going to spread out amongst cookers, friends, and promoters. I guess I'll start with we're going to throw an obvious one out there because without him, we wouldn't be doing what we're doing next month. And just what he's done for the industry as far as with promoting cook-offs, spices, all of that. I'm going to throw Alton up there with Chupacabra.
Alton?
Yep. We'll throw Alton out there, the gringo. So he's going to be on our Mount Rushmore right there. Going to have to go with the promoter out there. Like I said, the one that I've learned the most from, and I've studied both of them. I like both of them, but the one I'm going to go with on my Mount Rushmore today is going to be Wade Carpenter for the Briscoe cook-off. Just what he's done down there and spreading it, is amazing. And, you couldn't do it without him the way he does stuff there. So he's all about promotions. He's all about cook-offs, all that stuff. And, with those slow cookers, they're pretty good cooks themselves.
They're great cooks. Don't sleep on them when they show up.
Yeah, whenever I did my first Muy Grande, he was they were our grand champions that year. So yeah, he's definitely a damn good cook. So going next, I'm going to put my dad on there because awesome. I learned to cook from him as far as cook-offs. So, I mean, we were always cooking at the house on the weekends. Friday nights, we'd go down to the river and cook out there, have our Friday night cookouts, and going to the fajita cook-offs in Johnson City and Woody's Bar in Eagle Pass and all that. So that got me going there. And then my 4th, I'm going to throw my buddy in there, one of my best friends, because that's what we like to do. And he brought me in doing cook-offs and stuff like that. He's pretty much retired. Nobody here probably knows him except for a few, but Javi Reese, a good friend of mine. So he's out there. And if I'm going to put my 5th out there, I am going to throw in another promoter, Candy, just because her passion and what she does. I mean, she puts on several cook-offs a year.
Right.
And that just doing one is a tough enough job. And, to be able to do that the way she does it here in Tomball, I think is just amazing. So she deserves a lot of praise.
What a great list, man. And like I said, I was excited to hear about yours because, you're not just the cook, you're all encompassing in barbecue. You had some promoters on there, you had a cook, you had your father on there. That's pretty awesome, man. So what a great Mount Rushmore. Shout out to Ty. I did not create that overlay that he did. I didn't even know that it existed until he just put it up there. So he had the Mount Rushmore overlay. All right, there's Candy. She says, "What? You are so sweet. Thank you very much." All right. Well, I think. Oh, and a barbecue homie, bro. Who's your barbecue homie?
My barbecue homie. Well, I mean, Javi is one of them, but I guess my one that's going to be local, and I don't know if he's watching on it. His name's Jonathan Bonds, lives over in Tomball. As far as that, who I like to cook with, but I would throw in, Roddy and those guys. I love watching them cook. Paul Whitaker, I think, is always awesome. I've loved watching Paul cook. I hadn't seen him in the rankings this year, but I mean,
he definitely took a step back this year. Just not because of performance, just because of he hasn't been cooking as much as he did.
No, and that's fine. But I mean, I remember the first time he came to our cook-off down there, the Mas Grande or the Muy Grande, Mas Grande, whatever you want to call it. But I remember he showed up. I was driving to go get something, and I saw a white dude in an old beat-up Ford pickup, an old beat up camper with a bunch of Smoky Mountain Webers in the back, and he came out there and cooked, and I think he was either I think he might have gotten reserve that year with us, and I mean always showed up. He always shows up to our cook-offs in Eagle Pass. So, I mean, he, you know, I think he'd be a great one to cook with and hang out with like that.
Awesome. What do you got time for a little rate my box?
Always.
Are we doing that sponsored by the Chupacabra Throwdown right now? Rate my box. Here we go.
There you go.
First off, I do want to. I haven't even seen this as well, and I wanted to showcase this right here. Ty doing this thing. Look at this. We got myself. We got Adam and Michelle. Who is that next to? Oh, that's Butter. That's Butter. There's Aaron, Leslie. There's Phil. There's Kevin, Bill, and then Ty in uniform right there. I love this. I love this. Ty, explain yourself. Why did you create this? What's going on here, my man?
I was sending you some. I thought I sent you that Rushmore thing. So when I was doing it, I was just going to put have a bank of pictures. So when people put their Mount Rushmore up, I'll be able to put it up on the screen.
I love
those reels we do. So yeah, I'm sorry.
No. Don't be sorry. This is great. This is golden here. All right,
I'm being creative all over your show.
I love it. I love it. That's why you're the producer. Producer Ty checking in right there. All right, we're going to do some rate my boxes. I don't have a whole bunch, but I do want to get to the ones that I do have. And unfortunately, we're getting too many files in here. All right, for those that don't know, rate my box, I'm going to put a box up there. This is definitely a Texas-style box, either IBCA or CBA. It's a brisket box. You're going to see that for about 10 seconds, and then you're going to rate that. 10 is excellent. 6 is the worst you can give it. And so I'm going to leave this up here for about another 5 seconds, and then we'll go on to the next ones. All right, Jonathan, what'd you think of that box, my man?
To me, I'd rank it at a 7. I like the color and everything on it. To me, it looked a little dry from this distance.
Yep.
All but right. You know, I think I'd eat it.
Well, I don't see any 10s from the Gooder gang at this point. You gave it a 7. That was
yeah.
Maybe
I'm judging a little hard. I don't know. I'm a little harsh in my old age, Rob.
You're a little harsh in your old age. I'll pull that back up here right now, and I didn't think that deserved a 7. I'd give that. I'd give it a 9. I wouldn't. I don't. It does seem a little dark in some areas, and it's not completely even the way they laid it in the box. Again, we are the most critical. We are cooks. We are promoters. We are barbecue people. We all know what we've seen. Excellent boxes. So that I'm going to give that I'll give that a 9 as well, Kevin. All right, here's a rib box right here. Let's pull Kevin's comment down, and we'll give a rib box here. This rib box has a little bass boating going on, which I like. I'm gonna drop it up there for another 3, 2, 1. Boom. All right, Gooder gang, do your thing right there for that box right there. Roddy with a 10. Must have been Roddy's box. 7, 9, 10. Found our judge 3. He just blasted you as judge number 3, which we talk about on the show. We all hate judge 3. All right, 10 from Jared. Ashley with a 9. Corby 10. Brandon 10. 9. 9. All right, let me pull that back up there. ZZ Top Fan with a 9 as well. Let me see that box right there. Man, I'm giving that a 10. I'm giving that a 10. There's 10 bones in there. They all look cut pretty, pretty similar. I'm digging the pepper. I can see the pepper. The lighting is a little different, but you never know how it looks in person. To me, that's a 10, but I can see why people give that a 9 as well. What'd you say, Jonathan?
I think I'd have to concur with you, Doctor. I'd say that's a 10. I do like, the evenness of the ribs coming across. It's just a good presentation.
It's a good bone pull as well.
Yeah, the bone pull on there, to get that, I think just, deserves a 10 anyway.
And who doesn't like a good bone pull? All right, let's see here. The next box we have is a chicken box. This is a CBA box with foil on the bottom. I'll leave this up for another 4, 3. All righty. I'll wait for your comment, Jonathan. We'll see what the Gooder Gang thinks of that chicken box right there. Those look like my ribs. Louis. All right. What's up, Eric? All right. 8, 7, 9, 8. All right. So nobody's like overly. Those look like nuggets. Nobody's overly impressed with that last box. I'll let you speak first on that.
Man, I'm going to say I'd probably go with a 7 on it myself, just because each piece kind of I'm one on presentation, so whatever's going to catch my eye first off. You see the color, there's different shades to it on both sides, so that kind of knocks it down for me. Immediately when I saw it, I wasn't overly impressed. I really think this cook could benefit if he pushed them together, because you're gonna eliminate one side of just eye popping, right? So like those second ones in the middle there, they definitely don't look like they're the same. But if you push them together, then you're gonna eliminate that look on that one side. And the outsides look pretty good. So I think if he would have pushed them together, I think serious thigh gap. I think if you push those together, you're going to help yourself out in some appearance scores, in my opinion, on that one. All right, we got a chicken box next up. This is going to be a half chicken. It's going to be either IBCA or CBA. There we go, right there. All right, I'm going to pull this down in 4, 3. All right, Gooder Gang, you guys have heard me on the show. What's up, Brandon? How are you, bub? You guys have heard me on the show say I'm not a huge fan of the jailbird chicken. However, that being said, that one looked really good. That one looked really good. It wasn't like overly sauced. Only Bill should be doing tiger stripes. I don't know. Bill does it. Oh, so there's not a 10, 9. Steven with a 7. Corby 9. Jared 10. Wade 7. Sharpie. The Sharpie lines are crooked. I'm gonna go back and look at that, and then I'm gonna ask what you think of that one, Mr. Jonathan. Man, I ain't gonna lie. I like the grill marks. It takes me back to the days of chicken plate sales down on the border. So
what do you give it a 10?
I'd say probably. I'm not liking all the color on it. It doesn't look like enough sauce evenly, in my opinion, or peppered evenly. But I would go probably about an 8 on this one.
Oh, okay. All right.
So
I am going to go a solid 9. I think if people were to give that a 10, I'd be fine with that. To me, it doesn't deserve anything less than a 9. And I'm not a huge jailbird chicken fan as well. All right, let's pull this one down. We only have one more because I didn't have a lot sent in. Here's another chicken box without the jailbird. We're not getting the full view of it. I mean, the full head-on view of that. But do what you want with that. I'll pull this down in 4, 3, 2. I'll just leave that up there. Jonathan, what do you think of that one?
Man, I like it. I mean, the sauce is pretty even on there. I think they could have done a little bit better trim on the wing. I'd rate it a 9.
I'm giving that a 10 all day long. To me, that looked great. That was a perfect chicken as far as appearance, in my opinion. I think that was a good box right there. Some people like a little more sauce on that, but I think I like a baked in chicken. That one seemed like it was not completely sauced and set just for a couple minutes and pulled. That looked like it had been baked in, and to me that presents a really good looking bird. So me, that's a 10 all day long for that one. But we'll see what the Gooder Gang says. 9, 10, 10, 9, 9, 10, 9, 9, 10. Light sauce. Yeah, it could have been a little more saucy, I guess, but as long as, to me, a dark sauced chicken that is baked in, I always score better whenever I have that. So, take that for what it's worth. Gooder Gang. All right, 10. Cesar checking in right there. All right, that's going to end the Rate My Box segment, sponsored by Chupacabra Throwdown. Now that we have Jonathan in the house. All right. Look at dogs trying to get in here. They're like, all right, you're done. Dogs are trying to get in. It's time to wrap this show. We're not going to go to the full 2 hours tonight. We're going to go an hour and a half. So I want to thank Jonathan Maurer with the Chupacabra Throwdown. Again, tell everybody about that. When's the date? What can they do to sign up? How can they get involved?
Yeah, Chupacabra Throwdown going down in Eagle Pass, Throwdown on the border. They hadn't seen anything like this since Wild West. So come on down to Eagle Pass. Going to be the first weekend of December 1st and 2nd. Going to kick off your CBA points race weekend before Uvalde. So, I mean, obviously, not only kick off your points, but get ready for Uvalde and go park your trailer in Uvalde for the following weekend. $250 entry fee. That gets you the 4 meets. Friday night, we are doing the Mollejas and the Michelada. And I think from the vote tonight, we're going to throw 11 a.m. free holes in there. So, we're going to do the beans. Let's do it. And I think we are doing the Junior Pitmasters of America 2 on Saturday, so that will be there as well. But go to the Facebook page. The link is up to sign up. Go in there, get signed up now. Sign up now. Sign up now. We want to see you on there and have you ready for it. It's going to be all on pavement, lit up. Great grounds to be at. Live music Friday night. Dinner hosted by Brown of Eagle Pass. They have been a longtime sponsor of all our events. And Chulch's Barbecue there in Eagle Pass. He was an honorable mention for top barbecue joints in Texas. He is going to have an after party with live music on Saturday. Come check out his new place. It's awesome. Eagle Pass is becoming a little barbecue go-to place. With the restaurant, the 2 barbecue joints we have, and I think there's a third one down there too that supposedly is pretty good. And we're having, y'all just saw earlier on the cook-offs this past weekend, we're having multiple cook-offs going on down there this year. So CBA and IBCA as well. So it's a great place to go. We're right around 30 teams so far, and we're expecting, we want to hit the 100 mark. Obviously, that's our goal, 100. That way we can give y'all $25,000. Even if we don't hit the 100 team mark, we're still giving out 12.5. And once
12.5. 12.5.
Yeah. 12.5 is our guaranteed right now. And anything over 50 teams, that number is going up. Go to our Facebook page, Throwdown. The 2 Gringos Chupacabra Throwdown, and sign up there. The link is there to sign up. Like I said, I encourage everybody to sign up now. We'll be laying out the red carpet for you, and you can get all the information you need there. And hopefully we'll be back on with Rob another day, if he'll have us, and we'll go from there.
Yes, absolutely. You've been a great guest, and you've provided a lot of insight. I'm just looking at so how many teams so far, so I can ask for you. So we just mentioned that we're shooting for 100 right now we're going to hit the 50 mark. We're at 12.5 guaranteed. If we get up to 100 teams, it goes up to $25,000 right now. So lots. Get in there, guys. Get on. Go register and do that. Louis, I did not see a picture from you in over a week. So I'm going to put your picture up there. And Carl Davis, again, I don't know if you're sending it to my Rob Arocha, because I cannot get it from the So Smoking Gooder Show page. So send it there, and I will gladly have no problems. I'm not picking and choosing. I'm really not even looking at these things on who gets in and who does not get in at all. But let me pull some of these down real quick before we get out of here. I'm going to do a couple more rate my boxes. Carl, send that into Rob Arocha, and then we will do it. We'll rate my box. But give me just a second right here, and I'm going to bring Ty back in. Ty, you got any questions for Jonathan while I'm trying to pull these last two pictures up real quick?
Yeah. Are you gonna continue competing?
Yeah, here and there. Just with everything going on, life and all the other stuff, we kind of slowed down on what we were wanting to do. But I like to do maybe 1 or 2 cooks a year. I think me and my buddy Bonds are going to do one of Candy's here pretty quick. So, or whichever the next one she has coming up, we're planning to do within the next year, and probably do a few more here around the Tomball area.
Very nice. Yeah. Well, I'll be there for the ones in Tomball for sure.
There you go. Yeah, like I said, Candy just puts on great events, and she's so nice and humble, and I mean, great to be around. So you can't go wrong doing her stuff.
All right. Well,
next, she says.
Okay. All right. I'm sorry. I didn't want to stop. I've got the next two because Louis is upset with me for not providing his box. So normally I don't disclose whose boxes are what, but I am going to. Everyone, if you will, please wish Carly and her team of 3 girls the best of luck this weekend in their first high school cook-off. Yes, absolutely. Good luck, Carly. Good luck. And I think their team Ducks. I believe they're the Ducks. Caesar's already given it a 7. I haven't even posted Louis' box up yet. He's already given it a 7. But Carly, good luck. Best of luck. Go kick ass. And then tell us how you did. We need to bring Carly on. I don't think Carly's been on the show. Has she? I'm not 100% sure. All right, here we go. Louis, because Louis wanted his box. Here we go. I believe, I can't tell 100%, but I believe this is a brisket box. All right, Gooder Gang, I'm going to pull that down in 3, 2, 1. And that definitely is Louis' KCBS box. So 6. Someone gave that a 6. Say sorry. Kevin's, I don't know what Kevin gave that. He don't even want to rate it right now. Not commenting. 6, 7. Oh my gosh. Come on, Louis. Oh, I'm sorry. That wasn't a brisket box. Apparently that was a pork box right there. For what did you think of that, Jonathan?
So it wasn't brisket?
I'm kidding.
I should have had you on the bigger screen.
All right, I'm just messing.
I know.
That is not Louis' box. All right, here we go. Let's go. Louis sent in a pork box.
Yeah,
I'm gonna.
I like the burn ends on there, but yeah, I'd probably say it might have been a little too crusty there.
All right, here we go. This is actually Louis' pork box.
Oh, money muscle.
All money muscle right there. Yeah. All right, so initially, it's hard to knock this box right there. The only thing I would, why not throw 3 more down in the front there? But to me, that's a 10 all day long for me. What do you think, Jonathan?
Yeah, I'd have to do. I agree with you. I'd fill it all the way up, just cover up the bottom of that pan. But I'd say a 10.
So Kevin with a 7, Corby with a 9, Chuck and Vanessa with a 10, Cesar with a 10, Ashley. Oh, look at her. She's being nice right now. With a 10. All right. Kevin said, all right, 10. All right. There it is right there. All right. That's going to wrap up the Rate My Box segment for the night. That's going to wrap up the show, by the way. You were a great guest. I'm excited to go back to the Chupacabra Throwdown. And then the next weekend will be the Uvalde, the Briscoe Ranch Cook-Off at the Crossroads in Uvalde, Texas. So lots of big contests.
It's going to be a good time in South Texas in December. So
and they just had one in Uvalde. So Uvalde is hopping that area.
Well, Uvalde and Eagle Pass. Eagle Pass had that Grills and Wheels. My friend Tony Camarillo, he put that on, and then he's doing another IBCA in January. So
nice.
And I think he has a third one in May. So yeah, he's doing three cook-offs in Eagle Pass. So hats off to him. That's 3 more than I would want to do in 1 year. But good for him for doing it.
Well, Jonathan, I appreciate you coming on the show. We're gonna let you get out of here, and I'm gonna bring Ty on in just a second. But congratulations, best of luck to the event. I know we'll hit that 50 mark for sure, and then probably hit that 100 mark, man. Let's get it in there.
Let's do it. Everybody sign up.
Yep, register, guys. Let's register. Let's get that 25K payout out there.
It's going to be Chupalicious.
Chupalicious. There you go. All right, buddy. Thank you so much, man. We appreciate you.
Thank you, Rob.
You're welcome. All right, there he was, Jonathan Maurer from the Chupacabra Throwdown, the promoter. I'm going to bring Ty back in here before we get out of here. Ty, what's up, man? That was a good show with Jonathan and talking about the CBA points chase. It's so tight, man. It's so tight right there. What's up, Serge? Thank you very much, man. La Machupa. There's Scott. What's up, Scott? How are you? Scott's checking in from Georgia. Like I said, worldwide headquarters here in Cypress, Texas. But man, lots going on right now in the barbecue world with the season, with the end of the year rolling in. We got Thanksgiving next week. I've got a line out to a great guest. Hopefully she'll be able to join the show and put out some good recipes for Thanksgiving. What's your go-to, man? When you see a Thanksgiving spread, what's your go-to? What are you reaching in for first, Ty?
My mom always made real good dressing. So
okay.
I always like getting real good dressing, and then I like turkey, but I don't like much other stuff. Mashed potatoes. Yeah, mashed potatoes, green beans, but
I'm with you though. My mom made a hellacious dressing. My mom made it a great dress. She still makes it. It's great. She's still around. Yeah. So I'm gonna definitely take advantage of that this season as well and get some of that great dressing from my mom. But man, homemade cranberry sauce, it's good stuff, man.
Oh yeah.
That's some really good stuff. Of course, the turkey and the ham and all of that. So next couple weeks, we'll be talking Thanksgiving, but next week we're going to be having a Thanksgiving show. And then after that, guys, Ty and I are going to take a couple weeks off. We're going to celebrate Thanksgiving with our families and then take one more week off. And then we'll come back strong to give the results of the CBA points chase and then highlight the Chupacabra Throwdown. That's what we're going to be talking about next week. Maybe Carly can come on and check. Oh, look at that. Great show. Missed my son's baseball game. Thank you, Ashley. I appreciate that. And she's checking in now, and I appreciate seeing her interaction with the show. And just like anybody else, if you interact with us, we give you shout outs here on the So Smoking Gooder Show. The Gooder Gang is the best part of this show. All right, so next week, I don't want to reveal the guest because it's not confirmed, but we'll be talking Thanksgiving. And then after that, we're going to have 2 weeks off, Ty. 2 weeks off from this show. And then we'll come back strong in December. But don't forget, guys, if you want to, come over and hang out with us December 15th. It's going to be our first annual So Smoking Gooder Show Christmas party. We're going to have like a potluck kind of just hang out type thing out there. What's up, Harold? Thank you very much. But that's going to wrap up the show for tonight. For our guest of the evening, Jonathan Maurer, and my badass producer, Ty Cobb.
Carly
She would
would love to co-host. Is that what you're saying?
I think
sir?
that's what they're saying.
Oh wow, that'd be cool.
That would be fun. All right, for producer Ty, my name is Robert Roach, and thank you guys so much. And we'll see you next week at 8:00 right here. So Smoking Gooder Show. Appreciate you checking in. We are out. Thank you very much.